Hello and welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I finally get to talk about the full season of The Boys, the Amazon Prime show. Um, I did a review on the first episode because it was just so different. So I'll probably leave a link to that if you just want to watch the review for the first episode. But I'm going to spoil stuff in this season one review because a lot of things happen in these 8 episodes, and it's just easier to talk about it if I spoil some things. But the rundown of this show is there are corrupt superheroes, not corrupt in the sense where they just run everything and do whatever they want, but corrupt in the sense that they're governed by a company and they're more focused on social media hits and hashtags than really saving people all the time. They do kill a lot of people, and they just don't really care about society. They think they're better than everybody because they have superpowers. There's a bunch of superheroes, but it's really focused on the seven. They're like the Justice League, and they have all these different characters that have special powers. The majority of them get time on camera, except this guy named Black Noir. I guess he's supposed to be the Batman of this show, but he's in one good scene where he actually fights and he does hold his own. So he's actually good at his job, but he doesn't talk at all and he doesn't really interact with anything. So he's not really a major player in this season. But the show focuses on the boys, which consist of Huey. He lost his girlfriend because a superhero killed her. They say it was by accident, but it was murder. Butcher, who's played by Carl Urban. You have Eminem, Mother's Milk, and then you have this guy Frenchie, and they all get together. Frenchie and Eminem worked with Butcher in the past, so they're cool characters, cool side characters. They have a backstory with Butcher. Then they had a falling out because a mission went bad. Huey is just a regular guy. He wants justice for what happened to his girlfriend Robin. This superhero named A-Train ran through her in the first episode. Again, I talk about that in that review. And he just wants justice. He wants people to understand that it wasn't an accident. And Butcher has something against the suits because he believes Homelander is responsible for his wife's disappearance. And that's why he dislikes all superheroes. And he finds Huey, who's, upset at the time, manipulates him, gets him to work with him. They end up killing a superhero. And then they just start working together, trying to figure out what they can do to bring down the company Vault, who just runs all the superheroes. They try to get superheroes into the military, and they just have their own agenda. But things get more complex than that. It's not just these guys out to get the superheroes. The superheroes have their own issues. They're depressed. They're confused. They're on drugs. A-Train is hooked on this drug called Compound V. And he takes it and it gets him really hype. And that's one of the reasons why he ran through the woman. But it also helps him in his day to day in terms of racing because he's supposed to be the fastest man alive. So he takes some of that. It's like there's steroids. He takes some of that and he gets really hyped up and, he does his job. And everything is like an event. They have talking points. Everywhere they go, there's a crowd. And, they're like politicians. They sell to the crowd and everything like that. But when you see them on missions or stuff like that, they are ruthless. Like Homelander is the Superman of this world, and he kills so many people with his laser beam eyes. Like he doesn't care. He just slicing and dicing through people. They were supposed to save a plane full of people. He let them die. He didn't save anyone off the plane. He just killed a couple of terrorists and then just let all the people die and then said they got there too late. Queen Maeve, she's like the Wonder Woman, but she's depressed. She used to be an alcoholic. Apparently she's a lesbian or bisexual, and she's the only one who kind of talks back to Homelander because they used to date. But again, she's weak. She just went with the crowd, went with everything that's going on with the seven and just the celebrity of being a superhero. A-Train, super corny. He just does whatever anybody tells him. He has his own issues with a girlfriend and everything. The Deep is the Aquaman of this universe, and he's a joke, kind of like how Aquaman was before, Jason Momoa started playing him. But he's always worried about the dolphins or the fish, and he does so many dumb things in this show that is ridiculous. Like he tries to save a dolphin. He's talking to the dolphin. It's like he has this weird sexual relationship with this dolphin, and the dolphin dies, and then he gets shipped off somewhere, and then he tries to save like a lobster, and then the lobster gets killed. So he's like going through a whole bunch of stuff. There's a new character named Starlight. She gets recruited to the Seven, and it's like every hero's dream to get brought into the Seven. So when she gets there, she thinks it's all beautiful, and then she gets the ugly side of it. Like that is not all what it seems, and it it hits her like a ton of bricks. She's not used to it. Like everything is not going as she planned because the superheroes are not who they say they are, and the show just for 8 episodes it goes in a lot of different directions. You get a lot of character development with the different heroes, with Butcher, with Homelander, and you see how he really is and how he was always that smug type of person, and he just did whatever he wanted. And he's trying to control things. He understands that there are higher ups involved that just control everything, but he's going behind the scenes doing everything, trying to control people, trying to put fear into the other heroes because they won't step to him because he's so strong and nothing can hurt him. The the season finale, the last episode is really really good, and it leaves us in a great place for season two. I don't want to spoil that part, but it leaves us in a great place for season two, and I can't wait for them to renew it because it's so much fun. There is a lot of cursing, a lot of nudity, and all that type of stuff. It's rated M, but it's well worth the watch. It's well worth purchasing Amazon Video, Prime Video, or getting the trial to watch it. 8 episodes, a lot of fun characters, a lot of cool powers. Not really like a lot of fighting, but it's a funny show, and I think people will enjoy it. So check out The Boys, Amazon Prime. Let me know what you think. Who are your favorite characters? Thank you for listening. Deuces.